Our video today is about soil acidity, and soil acidity really applies in two ways. One is if you're growing specific plants that thrive under acid conditions. A second situation where you would want to make your soil more acid is if it just, not specifically for a plant type, but if it's just too alkaline. Make sure to subscribe, like our video, and share our video. Hi, I'm John Valentino with John and Bob's. I'm here with Chip at a little demonstration garden I helped create on the Fresno State University campus. So the number one way in both of those situations to make soil more acid is with organic soil sulfur. This is organic soil sulfur, and this is one I like to use, a really high quality one that's very soluble with moisture, and that will increase the acidity of any soil very quickly. You might have heard of ways to lower pH. People that grow hydrangeas try to lower pH to change the color of the flower. And they usually use aluminum sulfate. Aluminum sulfate will lower the pH of soil, but it has a lot of salt in it. And because it has a lot of salt in it, it damages the quality of the soil. So what we would recommend is never use aluminum sulfate. Always use soil sulfur. Okay, we use soil sulfur and we get that pH to go down. That could be a very temporary correction unless you're accompanying that with organic matter and other soil properties that allow it to be self-sustaining. So a real common organic matter that people are probably aware of is some type of high-quality compost. With compost, you need to usually have a lot of it, big piles of it. And so what we've done at John and Bob's is come up with ways of making convenient, low-cost ways of organic matter. And the most convenient, lowest cost way you can add concentrated organic matter to your garden is with Optimize. It is food for microbes, and it's soil microbes that we want to build in the soil. The third part is about soil life, and that's beneficial microorganisms of all kinds, and those team with the organic matter, which was the second part, to make sure this is a self-sustaining process here, that we go beyond just applying soil sulfur, but now we put organic matter and soil life in there so that it's a permanent solution rather than something that fluctuates. And so the soil life is beneficial bacteria, beneficial fungi, good protozoa, good nematodes, and that's really the basis of a healthy soil. So all of these four steps lead to creating and sustaining the soil food web, and the soil food web is the key to making acidic soil self-sustaining and making healthy soil of any kind self-sustaining. The lowest form of life is bacteria, and then the fungi eat the bacteria, and then the protozoa eat the fungi, and then the good nematodes eat the fungi and the protozoa, and you begin to get what is called the soil food web. And then earthworms eat the good nematodes, and so you end up with earthworms in your soil. No better harbinger of healthy soil than earthworms in your soil. And then small birds might eat the earthworms, and you get a whole cycle built around life in the soil. How you maintain it on a long-term basis with, most people want to add macronutrients, and to add that requires fertilizer. We don't want you to use any kind of fertilizer that has salt in it, and that means all synthetic fertilizers. If you like this video, please subscribe. It will help us immensely.